What's up, YouTube? Have you wondered what assembly is on the iPad? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. Welcome back, my name is Ben. Today we're talking about what the Assembly app is on the iPad. And Assembly has been out for a while, but I'm not sure everyone really comprehends exactly what it is and why we would be using it. And the reason we're talking about this today is because I've just brought out a new course, which is how to create a badge in Assembly. This is something new that I'm trying. I'm trying smaller courses that cost less. You can get them for just $5 over on Gumroad using the code YT5. And then you're able to get that for just $5. But these are smaller courses where I just focus in on doing one specific thing rather than teaching an entire program. So I have a new one out that's all about creating badges in Assembly, but I'm not sure everyone knows what Assembly is on the iPad. So Assembly is an app where you can do vector design on the iPad, and it was there before Affinity Designer was, which is the one that I've used a lot to teach you how to do vector design. But the nice thing about Assembly is that it's a much easier app to learn. It doesn't have all of the bells and whistles that Affinity does. It just is a simple app. The downside about Assembly is that it is now a subscription-based app. It didn't used to be, but now it is, and I think it costs around $20 or $30 a year to use. So that's not that much. It's pretty cheap per month, and so if it works for you, that's a pretty good price to be able to get into vector design and start learning how to do it. The difference between it and something like Affinity Designer is that Assembly is a much less fully functional, fully formed application. It really is about assembling things together, and in this case you are assembling shapes. So a lot of what we do in Affinity Designer we can do here because a lot of our design is based on shapes, but this is just much simpler. You don't have to deal with all of the different things. There's no pen tool here to complicate matters. You can't do a lot of the more advanced features, which if you're coming from a program like Adobe Illustrator, that can be tough because you're like, where are all my tools? But if you're coming from working in something that's a little bit more simple like Canva, this actually is a nice kind of jumping off point for getting into vector illustration and vector design. So that's what Assembly is. It's a lot of fun to use. It's available on both the iPad and the iPhone, so it's available pretty much anytime you are, which makes it nice. I like to use it for designing things on the go. When I want to get a design together and I can't sit down and do something with a lot of complicated tools and stuff, I just use Assembly to start throwing stuff together and getting my ideas out there and getting something built. So I recommend you take a look at it, kind of play around with it, see what it is. You can try it out for free, but to really get all of the features, then you need to go ahead and get the subscription. And if you want to learn more about how to do it or how to design badges, go ahead and check out my new course, Using Assembly to Design Badges on the iPad. If you have a Skillshare subscription, you can access it there. If you want to just purchase it, you can get that for $5 on Gumroad using the code YT5. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.